Right, welcome back to Code Talk. So, continuing work on the mod. Mainly just trying, at least for the beginning, I decided to try working on some parliamentary stuff. However, after a little while, I decided to just go back to the focus tree for Germany. Specifically, there is one part of the tree that I haven't finished yet, the economy tree. I know for sure that I've got the military tree done, and probably the political tree. I'm still not 100% certain on that. It seems a little limited. But yeah. Anyways, the point of this part of the economic tree, which is the part that the player can use, is to try to get the economy back to a level that can be considered industrial. Because the economy's been basically on uh, minimal growth for the past 20 or so years. Yeah, ever since the end of World War One. Improving that will definitely make it easier for Germany to go to war or anything else. Heck, it's also going to improve popularity too. After that, I've decided to just go ahead and quickly make sure that the timings are right. Because part of the point of this part of the tree is to have it so that it can be done in 2 years. So I have to adjust the timing. Anyway, after that, I decided, you know what? With that done, I may as well do the other focus trees. I also learned that you have to do effects differently than modifiers. Well, that's good to know. Anyway, so first I did the... So, yeah, for a bit more lore. After... Well, the 1938 elections, which occurred around March, have three end results. First, if Centrum has enough... Well, if the novels get too much of the vote, they do a coup. Yeah, and basically try to set up their own... Well, they set up their own dictatorship. However, well, because of the way things are, just like how historically the party had a right and a left wing, however, the Night of the Long Knives purged the left wing. They're still around because due to the banning of socialist parties, they had nowhere else to go. So the left wing is a lot larger in the Navo party than it was in the historical equivalent. And so after the coup, well, there were two things keeping them together. First, hatred of the parliament, and second, hatred of the countries that took territory away from Germany. The first pillar is gone. What about the second? The second possibility is if Centrum gets at least 50% of the popularity of the voting parties, in which they get more than half of parliament, and so have full control over the government. The third case is in which neither of those happen, and so the remaining parties of parliament end up forming the Great Coalition. This is unstable because it's got at least three parties, and there's probably around six of them in actuality, although in game it's only displayed as three. I would have to actually have a closer look at what the different parties are in order to really ascertain how many there are. Anyway, back to the Centrum one. Once they've tried to establish full control, well, the party splits in half between the idealists who think that democracy is nice and we should keep it, and the pragmatists, or realists actually, that want to keep things, who want to take full control. Anyway, I should stop here. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.